Hello everyone, it's Peter here, Piotr Fisner. Guys, so I don't have my t-shirt right to repair on myself, but it's been a bit colder, so I decided, something came. Actually that might be few things, so no guessing, because literally that might be few things. Let's see, is it something to fix or not to fix? Or maybe one chemical which I've ordered to wash trade chem. Yes, that might be it. So that's not something to fix. I'll show you because that's knowledge worth sharing. So this is hydrogen peroxide, that's 9%, yeah, 9% here. Don't ever touch it with your hands, okay? Use gloves, nylon gloves or something. Don't touch it with your hands, it can be bad for you, as far as I remember. But what I want to say is, you use it with baking soda. Its solubility in water, so it's okay. But what it is if you do this mix, I can't recall from top of my head, but if you use it with baking soda and when you add a bit of it, just a drops of washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, you mix it, then what's happening, you can spray on the mattress when it's peat, yes, like smelly, and then it will dry out, and when it will dry out you just hoover it and it's really clean. So remember this name, yes, and you can Google about it, people are doing it. So the knowledge worth sharing. It's not to fix, but if somebody don't know how to clean the mattress or the cover for the mattress or your couch or sofa bed or sofa, whatever. So okay, so what do we have here? We've got an inverter. That's 12 volts, 800 amperes inverter. So we've got an inlet here. Yes, that's an inlet. And that should be a power. So if we will plug in my bench supply, voila. If we will turn on my bench power supply, it's 0.9 volts, so won't do a lot. Positive, negative, yes. So that's 10 volts, 9 volts showing now. Power on, nothing, completely black. And same story here. So okay, on a 0 it's 5 volts. No matter what I try, either not connecting or same story here. Yes, 0.9 volt. And when I'm plugging in here, 3 now showing, 2 showing. So it is connecting over there inside, but there's no power, doesn't want to be taken in. So we need to switch off our bench supply. You can put some light on. Yes, and we need to take it apart. That's a heavy one. Okay, That's from a person who fixes car electronics and doing stuff with caravans. So fingers crossed I can help him, because he said that the customer decided to, there was no time, so customer decided to get in another one. Good that it's only 4 screws. Usually when there is no power, that's a good sign. Usually, we will see how it will be this time, but it's a good sign. What I like about it, it's not a lightweight, okay? Because when it's lightweight, that means it's a rubbish. Whereas this one has a nice toroidal. Yes. Nuts, I'm just switching power supply with, but weird that it went faulty. So anyways, we need to check this mainboard here, because if there's no power, that means some of the components here will cause that. First, that should be some sort of a fuse or resistor. Let's check this one in the first place. Diode mode first. Good. So that's connecting, so we know that the power is coming in. But power is coming in, but not going farther. Okay, so there's some resistance on the way of the minus. Minus has some resistance. Oh, so that's a line for the minus. And in that case, I'll show you the design. So I'd like you to see what I was seeing. Sorry for it's a blurry, I know it. But when I'm touching the minus on the minus on the connector, and I'm touching this, same story for this one. Yes, on both of them it's a minus, and these will be probably, oh no, that's dead. Okay, so am I guessing? Oh, so I'll show you what I'm doing, and you will see that we get a dead short. We get a dead short. So what I'm doing is, you see, we get a plus here and a minus here. Okay, so I'll plug into the first minus. Yes, now I'm touching here. Look, nothing. I'm touching here and it's shorted. I'm touching here. Yes, shorted. Now guess what, I'll touch the positive one, plus, same spot. Something is shorting to the ground. What it is shorting, I've got no idea yet, but we need to find it out. So I'll take some photos, because as you know, I'm not the best with memorizing everything. My phone is on a charge. Could use DSLR actually, but I prefer my phone. Okay, that's enough, that's good enough. And here just one, just in case. Okay, cool. You can start to disconnect. Now let's get those two sensors out, if I can. Yes, cool. Now would be nice to get this big thingy off the way. Small size, maybe I can find it here. Lucky. Who knows, because that's looking really not. Oh no, slightly too big. I don't have such a small one. Okay, no problem. I can use either pliers, or I can get a bigger one as well. Do I have my small pliers here? I can check if I can undo it, or it's, oh, heavy, but it's going. Heavy, but it's going. But if it will take me that much time, either you will have to skip, or I will have to pause the recording, because that's a bit. Oh, that's fully okay, so I need to unscrew it fully. Guys, you know what? I think because I've got 6 of them, I don't want to do 6 of them so that you will be waiting on me. So what else we can do to speed up this process? I can unscrew here those two. Oh. See that it's stubborn. It's a stubborn one. Okay. Trying to organize everything so that I won't lose my screws, or would use a container, but don't see that it's so many. Okay, so now the question is, what else on this side? Nothing. Here is soldered one. Okay, so they've done it in a bit odd way. Like how to make your life more complicated, because these ones are screwed into the enclosure, so it's better to not touch this. Now this part here is soldered to this board, and it's going, if you will press these two together and pull it into that direction. So they didn't make it to be openable. Yes, so that's a minus for us, because now if we want to diagnose it, we need to spend extra time to find, because we need to open everything and we need to desolder stuff, I see. So that's not nice. That's not nice. It will take longer, but oh well, you know, what can we do? Just thinking if I can. Okay, that's going off. So I've seen at the bottom that we had, yeah, flat screwdriver here. Okay, so maybe we can use this flat screwdriver. Sorry guys, I know you don't see, that's why I want to try at least to show you what I'm doing. And please feel free to skip, because you know I'm only. Oh yeah, so that's the bottom. Let's undo the bottom 1, 2 and 3. It's not a lot. I don't believe it will allow us to get anything out, but at least it will unblock the bottom. Okay, and the last one here. So at least we know that the bottom doesn't hold anymore. Okay, that's a good thing. Now let's move it a bit. Okay, yes, that's what I meant to observe here. Now this will be a problem because this is holding to the back, and I'd say that the best way would be to desolder it. Let me unscrew this top here. This one is okay, so this doesn't have to be unscrewed, so we can put it back. That's fine. Actually, you know what, we can do it at the end. So it's going off, it's fine. It's only this thingy, which if I want to desolder it, that will be an issue. And if I will desolder it, I'll have to solder it back, because that's the power button. So you need to have it either like that or the other way around, yes, so that this way you can can see that it is fine. But anyways, we've got a short from plus to minus, so we need to, you know, like check what's causing the short. and I think I have to desolder it to be true. Okay, it is what it is. We've got those 6 of you, so okay, 1. So how it is? Okay, so it's a smaller and then bigger one. So it's a 1. Okay, let go. Good. The smaller one is better actually. Yeah, it's going. So it's better to start with the bigger one and then switch on to the smaller one. I will have to go and look for the proper tool for it, but to be true it's only 6 and you can skip, so no problem. And last but not least, so anyways, these are free. I don't know if there's any difference, like it doesn't look. I'll do marks on them because I don't know, and I'm guessing that it's okay to do it in any direction, but I'll make a single. It will be double. Okay, so it's single and a double. That's fine. And then the third one will have 3. So I don't know which one is which one. Okay, so that's one part done. I mean undone. So let's get which one is the third one. That's 2 marks, that's none of the marks, and that's 1 mark. So I need to make 3 marks here. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so now we know. Although it shouldn't be a problem because I think they are connected anyway. But if I can do, you know, the best possible way, I'll do it. Now let's switch the sides. That would be a nice transformer for the how do you call it, for excuse me, for audio amplifier. I had similar one in Onkyo in 90s. Really nice. Okay, so the last three right now. Okay. So that will be one again. One, good. Now let's go with the second one. Okay, one or two more turns. Let's switch to the small one. Actually, this one is really gentle, so this one can go straight away with only hand. That's two, so we need to mark two. Okay, so which one was this one? Was one, so this one is the second one. It's one and two, and the last one. Now the last one. Oh, there is some issue. I found something which fell off. Don't want any metal coming out. Any contact with any metal equals really bad. So yeah. Okay. Let go. That was properly mounted. It was really hard to let go. Okay, so the last but not least, sixth one, so the last one. Okay, good, so we can mark it free now. One, two, and three. Cool. So guys, we get the transformer out, loose, and only it's this thingy here which is annoying us a bit, because we need to desolder it, and I don't like to desolder stuff which I know I might need in a wee while. So what can we do if not desolder it? Nothing. That's why we have to do it. Maybe like this. Oh, yeah. Second side as well. I don't like what I'm doing right now, but I've got no better choice than do it. Just do it. Okay, first, second. Oh, come on, you tricky monkey. Wow, I can't believe they've done it in the way they've done it. But anyway, it is what it is. So, okay. So, let's take it out. Let's take this thingy out. Stubborn one. Okay, going out. That's fine, and let's solder it just a bit. Oh. Can't believe they couldn't find some better solution, but anyways, they've done what they've done. Let's switch it off. Okay, let's put this one aside because we don't need it, and let's follow the line. Wow, that's a wire. That's nice wire. That's from the ground, I think. At least that's looking like from the ground. But now we've got two things which are here. Okay, there is nothing super special here. Can see a lot of electronics. Now the problem with a lot of electronics, it can be really helpful and it can be really easy to get faulty. Anything can go wrong because you get a lot of electronics. So yeah, exactly. What I want to say is, what we should start off is checking why there is a short on these two, because it shouldn't be. And let's do it. Okay. Short everywhere. So that's looking like a multi-layer, but I might be wrong. It's looking like a multi-layer PCB. So what's here first? How to recognize it? Because we don't know. We don't have schematics probably. I won't be able to find schematics for it. So what can be? Oh, my bulb has a mount faulty. I meant to do it and I'm too busy with other jobs. Yeah, might fall even, guys, believe it or not. Stroboscope. Oh, it's too hot to touch. Got nothing to hold it with, so it's colder here than on at the back, so that's a good thing. Didn't burn me. It was a mild warmness. But anyways, okay, so we are here. We're supposed to plug in plus and minus here, and that's okay. That's okay here. Why there is no short circuit now? And just a second ago it was here, and it is now. So that's nothing. That's something not connecting right. Look, it's nothing now. Now that's weird. Why, when I'm reversing it, literally it's not beeping? I feel a bit weird right now because why I'm scared of this, I've got no idea. I shouldn't be. Okay, so the minus is outside. Let's 0 amp. Ah, 0.2. Okay, it's not giving us anything. So although it's no short circuit now, it's weird because it and now we've got a short circuit. That's weird. What's playing with us? Okay. So we've got this big stuff going on, and then the second one is rounded so it doesn't connect. Okay, so this looks like a ground, so the outside is a black. Yes, okay, so that's right. So this one is a ground, and that big blob here is connected with the ground. So then this ground is passed on to this side. And the plus, again, it goes here. It goes to this capacitor. So this capacitor, that's not capacitor, that's something TP something. So we don't know what it is. But anyways, that goes to this. And what's here? These are capacitors. Okay, cool. So those capacitors have no short. And now I've got no short. And I'm not joking, I'm touching them. What's going on here? And I've got no short. One time there is a short, second time there is no short. Guys, you know what? When I'm putting minus on a minus here, when I'm putting minus on a minus and plus on a plus, my meter is showing 1. I don't know if you can see it clearly. That's 1, and that's fine. That's what it should be, yes. Whereas when I'm putting plus or minus, I got a short. Now this is working properly because that's a minus, and that goes to the ground of those transistors or whatever they are. So that's fine. But now it goes as well, plus is going as well over there. So what, they've got a short? I would have to check the specification of them, check what they are. And there are capacitors here. We could see those capacitors. They've got a short. No. Okay, so this side no. Okay, so none of those big capacitors have short, but they are not growing as well when I'm touching them, so that's a bad sign. You know why it's a bad sign when you're touching them and they are not growing? Because that means they are covered with some rubbish and you can't make a proper test. Oh, you see? Now we've got a short when I've pressed it really firmly. Same story here. Oh no. Yeah, still. And that's plus on the minus, so that's showing that the minus, yeah, minus is on this side. Because it was showing minus here. Yes? So now, oh, now it's no. So when I'm doing plus on a plus and minus on a minus, it's okay. It's only a problem when I'm doing the opposite way. Let me think, because that's weird actually. Minus is here. So yes, that's short. And that's no short. So the short is only on the positive side. That's what looks like. Yeah, that's no, on the minus, on the negative it's only. Because when I do this, yeah. So when I'm trying to do here, and that's a positive side, and there's nothing. But when I'm trying to put plus and a minus on those capacitors, but it doesn't mean these capacitors are bad actually. That's mean that there is a short on the line, and because it's an inlet here, and then goes to the trafo, then what we could do is we could check those transistors or whatever they are. I'll need to check their symbols and understand how they are working. They look like transistors. They can be thyristors or something else as well. Yeah, but let me pause. Let me check what they are here. Yes, all of them, and how they should behave. Based on how they should behave, we will know if they are in a good condition or bad. I don't have a proper meter to do them. I've got here for transistors for PNP and NPN, but these are the bigger ones, so we can just use a meter. We can desolder one, for instance, test, and then from each line we can desolder, compare them. Then while desoldering them and knowing that the capacitor don't have connection, we can test the capacitor as well. So it's fine. If have to, we can desolder all of them. Yeah, but it's probably not needed. So then when I will understand how it's working, then I can test all of them if they are all the same, and then what I can do, compare them. If they will be in line on the PCB, acting differently from each other, I will be able to distinguish the difference, which one works fine and which one don't. If I won't be able, I have to, like move them out. If you learn about power supplies and if you learn about audio amplifiers, you will know what's similar in some of them. Yes, you will learn similarities. Let us check here. That's IRL D8314P808D. Okay, I'll pause, I'll look for them, I'll look for the datasheet, and I'll be back with you so you can see later what I found. Okay, so I was wrong. Actually, that's a transistor, but called type is a MOSFET, and MOSFET is like transistor type PNP and NPN. And MOSFET start from metal oxide semiconductor field effect transistor. Okay, so it's similar, but you'd have to, you have to start and work with them. In the power supplies, even in Xbox, in the power supply, you get MOSFETs. They are just different looking. It's a different packaging to the ones which you've got in the Xbox. But these are MOSFETs, so different type of the transistor. And I found this. This one, it's exactly in the category, this IRL B8314, in the category Power MOSFET SiC, and it's a 12 volt to 300 volt N channel power MOSFET. Yes, so 30 volt, and that's title, N channel hex-FET power MOSFET in a TO-220 AB package. Yes, and let us check the data sheet. Okay, we've got exactly the same packaging, so it's exactly the same packaging as we see here. So you've got from your left here, it's a gate, drain, and source is the last pin. Yes, those here at the bottom, those three. So it is what it is. You can download the file actually. You can write it down on the desktop, save it and open it so that we don't use the internet. I'll zoom it in. Okay, and what we see here on the schematics is that from the source to the gate and from the source to the drain, we've got diodes. Yes, so from the right hand side, when we look at it, to the D, we should have a diode, regular diode. So from S to D, so that means from the right to the middle one. Okay, from the right, and we've got a diode, and it's growing because of the capacitance on the way. Yes, but it is what it does what it's supposed to do. And that's stopped on 423. That's quite curious why this one has, and these two are acting differently. Same story. So why this one is acting differently? That's a question number one. Now we can't access those middle ones. That's a problem. It's a bit of a pickle, but we can access those ones here on this side. Yes, you can get the right one and the middle one. That's growing well to 410. And 410. So these are okay. The only one which worries us, either it was this or this, which have outgrown everything. Oh, I'll have to do. It shouldn't make us the beep noise. Yeah, that's fine. I need to show you from different angle because I can't show you from my angle. The problem is that I can't zoom it in Let's get this one off the way. Oh, sorry guys. That was loud probably. I've closed it's closed automatic. So sorry. Cool. Problem only is that this one is very heavy and it's on our way. And so we need to take it away first. So now I'm guessing that all of these should show us the same way. Now we shouldn't have any metal underneath, because any metal will cause short circuit. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to touch the right side pin and the middle pin, and I can't read on this one. Okay, now it's showing finally right. Okay, so it's right, it's 415. 415. Okay, so our start test was bad, but now it's good. It's okay. Again, I'll test on this side. I know you can't see it. That's what's worrying me only, but it is what it is. No. What else I can do here? Okay, it's blurry, but at least it is, yeah. So same story. So it's 411, good. 411. 411. I'll double check this side because now I get better. I don't know if you will see well enough, but yeah, 415. Oh, why I got wrong? Yeah, 415, good. And 415, okay, so that's fine. Now I've got a problem with testing these, so what we can do is we can turn this one away, yes, and we can test these two rows. Now we need to keep in mind that we need to test this one to this one, I think. Yeah, 418. Need to poke it to get it inside. Okay, 418. 418. Okay, so these are fine. Now this one was the right side. Yes, that was the right side, so I was right. Now the right side will be on this, on this side. Okay, so that's this versus this. Again, poke it hard because it has some clear coating. So it's 414. Come on, we've got more tests to do. 414 and 414. So we know that the issue is not those MOSFETs, at least at the start. Now in the opposite way, they shouldn't show us any connection. So just by swapping probes, if we would do exactly the same test, flip the board. Okay, and now let's see. Yeah, okay, it's 0. Ooh, why it's a short? Because I'm touching what I should not. Okay, 0. 0 and the second 0. Yeah, okay. So here, touching these 2 pins. Okay, now it's 900 over. That's fine, and it's slightly growing, so that's fine. Same story here. Yeah, that's fine. So, okay, so this side is fine. Now this side. No, you can't see it, guys, I know it. It's so unfair. Nope, nothing. To the second, same story. Nothing. And 900. Nothing. And 900. Okay, so these ones are fine. Now the inner ones, we need right side, so we need the inner one. Inner one. Yeah. Yeah, good. Nothing. Poke it, poke it. Yeah, good. So I don't believe it will be MOSFETs. Nothing, good. Poke it, and yeah, good. So now it's the opposite way, so I need to do it at the bottom to try to poke it. Nothing, and here should be about 1000 or 950. Yeah, still good. Bottom and the middle one. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah, okay guys, so the transistors, I mean the MOSFETs are fine. It's not about them. Okay, so there is some other issue that we get a short from the ground to the plus short, whereas we don't have from the plus to the ground. So now what else can we do as a test, like quickly? What else? We could check the capacitors, but we've checked the capacitors. It's not that we check them for capacitance, we've checked them just, you know, like, but they are not shorted permanently to the ground. So that's mean if we take them like that, we know that the minus is here where this belt is. I don't see what you see, so I can't see what I'm showing you. Okay, so when we know that those belts drawn on them, that's a minus here. Yes, this thingy. That's a minus. So we know that if we will do minus on a plus, that's a short. Okay, that's a short. And now when we do plus on the minus, something's shorting them or they are shorted. Okay, so now it's a proper. Now it's a proper because now we've got a minus on a minus. Yes. And plus on a plus. Another question is what short them? So the best way would be to desolder them, but it's some chemical on them, so it won't be a fun to desolder them. I know because I've done quite a few of those kind of, laminated, or how you can call it. Everything is like in a clear paint and it's smelly, it's just rubbish. So what I think I will do, guys, because this recording is for like 50 odd minutes, I will just analysis myself, and because of the soldering that will take some time, it's 56 minutes of the recording. I'll check my analysis, I'll do my analysis, and if I'll find anything worth, I'll record part 2. What else? Yeah, I will only try to desolder those capacitors, and probably they will be fine. I don't see any, like, under the visual inspection, I don't see anything, suddenly, and you see the problem. And the capacitors are in a good order as well. I mean, they are not popped out. So I wouldn't say these will be capacitors, something shorting, and so that they are shorted. But that's it. I'm just curious because that's multi-layer, so if one of the layers is shorted to another one because huge current went through and there was some issue, then we won't be able to fix it. But if there's any component level issue, then yes, we will be able. But because it's a 1 hour video, I don't want to record like over 1 hour, and 1 hour is a lot. But you see my method of thinking, yes. I don't know what else I can tell about it. Nothing, actually nothing. If I'll find anything interesting, I will record part 2. If no, I will just give it back to the customer, because sometimes it is, like you're trying to find and you desolder everything or unsolder everything, and then you still have a short, and then you see that it's just the mainboard shorting in the layers. And then if that's the case, what else can you do? I don't think it would be worth for a customer if I would design another board and solder his components, and remove this electronics. Or what I could do is I could order power management board, and I could use that board. Excuse me, but here is a lot of amps, so that board can cost a bit. But still working on this, spending like a bit of a time soldering stuff, ordering parts, soldering, checking if anything else is wrong. It's like, so we will see. For now I will check and I will go into some conclusion, and then we will see if I will order, like a board, and we will use that board instead of this one, and we will adapt, convert everything, or we will try to build some simple board based on these components, which I don't believe that will be the case, or we will just give up on it. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated. For now it's a part 1, end of part 1, and thank you guys. Let's fix them all if possible. And I'll get a good news, but I promise not to go above 1 hour, so I will tell you in the next recording. Bye.